Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? Hope you all will be fine and safe. As you know that we have completed our syllabus from November to Jan. So I thought I should revise all the chapters units in summarizing. So I'm going to summarize all the units from November to Jan. So let's move on the topic. Unit 11, The Flying Trunk. In this story, as I explained you before videos, that is the story about the merchant and his son. That he was a rich merchant and he was totally paved in whole street with gold, but he was very sharp and careful about his money. He was very clever about taking that, but his son was totally against and totally prudent like his father. So one day when the merchant was died and he left his all inherited for his son, and that was the waste fortune for his son, that he has a rich and waste rich wealthy about golds and inherited properties. He was totally paved like his father. He was extravagant life because he had parties and went to town every evening, and he sat on the river and throw the gold coins despite of the stones. So his friends talks to him, he is wasting his money, but he didn't understand what he is doing. At one time he got just a less money. He has lost just 4 coins, 2 slippers and 1 gown, and he realized that he has wasted all his money which his father left it for him. So he has bent himself in a trunk, and the trunk was drawn in the river, and the trunk was flowing over mountain, rivers, and at last the trunk was dropped out to the Turkey. When he woke up, he thought where he get. He himself get him out from the trunk and look here and there that people are wearing long dresses, long coat. So he was thinking where he is. So he asked a person that on which place he is standing. So that people told him that is Turkey. He is in Turkey. So he thought he should disguise himself by Turkish dresses, and he wear a long coat and went to the streets and market. In the market he met a lady with whom he was chatting. He was chatting that why all people are very busy. She told him because in this place the king's and queen's daughter lived. She was very beautiful but heartbroken because of failure in love. So nobody cannot meet to her and permission to meet her, but he was thinking and decided he will meet her and he will manage her by telling her stories, and he can convince her by stories to chat with him, and that on that he was successful. He has convinced her king's daughter for him, and he was telling her so many stories that was funny and other. But the princess told him he should match with father and mother, and he has to convince her parents by telling them stories. So he was agree. He was agree to tell them stories, sad and horror. So after that he asked to princess if he convinced her parents, then she would marry with him or not. She said yes, if he will convince his parents, she will agree to marry with him. So one day he came to the court of the king, where he was telling the stories of funny. But the king was rude and he told him, just tell me the stories of traditionals and horror. I like that, and you should be practice for that, and you have a time, so you go and take your time and make the stories of that like what I want. So one day he came with the stories in the court to convince princess parents, and he has convinced for marriage, but unfortunately something happened that on wedding day he couldn't reach there because his gown and stories are gone, and somebody tells that was the imagination. So students, it is the story of this unit, the flying trunk. So let's move on the other unit story summarizing. So student, it is the unit of 12, rice ball wishes. As you know, I have explained this chapter before. So let's move on the story of this unit. The old lady, her name was Niyu. She adopted three boys, and their age was 11 years old boys from orphanage. And she decided their names Lantwa, Swaja, and Josser. And lady was dressed them, Lantwa and Swaja, in fine clothes, but the other Josser was blind, so she didn't care much of him. And he dressed him like old dresses and ragged clothes. So she sent both of the son Landor and Saja to school, but Josser didn't. And Josser was very intelligent boy, and she thought he was idle boy, and the both of the Lanto and Saja is beneficial for her. So one day, what happened with her? The fire caught all the house, and all the family members were sleeping. But Josser woke up and he watched the fire is burned all the houses and catching the room of her mother. He went to her mother room, he woke her, and he again tried to woke his brothers Lanto and Saja. So by this he saved all lives, his brother and mother. But her mother didn't respect him or importance him like both of that sons. And one day she was informed to three boys that she has a magic bowl who completed or accomplishes his all wishes. So Lantwa and Saja both were greedy. They thought they have to complete their all wishes for the bowl. So Lantwa wished he has a house, and Saja has a wish to take a good future. But Josser wished a good book and library. So both of the boys got it, their wishes completed. And as well as Josser too. So they think like one wish after second and second after third, they completed their wish. And Josser wished his last was he want to become a teacher and a normal boy with his eyes. So he got his wish complete, and he was wished because he got it his all wishes completed. But Lantwa and Saja both were the greedy boys, and their greediness was increases day by day. So one day they both, Landor and Soldier, were snatching the bowl to each other, that he will wish first, he will wish first. In this dispute, the bowl was dropped out and that was broken into pieces. So both of the were alas that what he did, and both were the blaming to each other that it is done because of you, and Soldier told to Landua that is done for because of you. So in last they went to Josser. He went to Josser and asked he should tell them what he did. Josser was a smartest boy. He met to a village merchant who appreciated Josser's work and intelligence. He told him that he was apprehensive boy. The merchant suggested Josser for teaching. So Josser was agreed that he will be teach, and he was so happy that he have a future of teaching. But Landor and Soldier both were in Alaf's position that he did nothing, he didn't get education because they both don't have any interest in studies and they both do not want to take the education. So that's why he was behind from Josser. And Josser's future was bright. So that is the story of the rice ball wish. So now let's move on the other units. I will summarize the stories of the other unit too. So let's move on. Unit 13, The Walrus and the Carpenter. In this poem, the story is about the carpenter who was think that he did good job and he can do best. So one day the sun was shining and he was trying to make the best blows and bright of that day. But in the middle of the night, the moon was silky and he got the business of that, and he was watching the cloud. He can make the things that was different from each other and make a new thing. So he was thinking that if no cloud in the sky and no birds flying overhead, so what world would to be? Because there were no birds to fly, there were no moons for shining, no sun was shining, So one day, the walrus asked the carpenter that he has his breakfast or not. So carpenter said no, he didn't. So walrus said, you should take your breakfast first, then do your work, because he wants his work best and complete it in a day which he required to him. So carpenter said yes, he is trying to do that. He is trying his level best. So he hired maids to sweep all the places where he is working. He gives marks to maid to mop the place and swept all the places cleanly. But the carpenter was lazy because he was doing his work very laziness and little bit work. The walrus said to carpenter that he has a sympathy, but he is getting the greediness of the sympathy. What kind of he is? So the walrus said, you should be finish your work before time. If you finish that, I'll be happy and I'll give you up money for that. So carpenter was happy and was doing his work happily and trying to finish his work before time. Carpenter said the walrus, if you had pleasant, then I'll be trotting up again. If you trotting again home, then he will back to his home and he will eat something again. So it is the short story of this unit, the walrus and the carpenter. Hope you got it. So now let's move on the other unit. Unit 14. Thank you, ma'am. So in this unit, as I told the story about a woman, she was walking along the road alone, but a snatcher boy who was trying to snatch her purse, that was very large purse and that was very heavy, because in that purse the lady contained hammer and nails. When the boy was trying to snatch her purse, so the strap was loosed from her shoulder and the boy was dropped down to the land. That was about 11 o'clock at night, dark, when she was walking alone. So the boy was tried to snatch her purse, but the strap broke suddenly and boy gave it to the land. In that time, the boy couldn't get the purse because of the weight, because purse combined balance of looseness. Meanwhile, the lady kicked off the boy and he blasted the hope that he fell back to the side wall. So large woman simply turned and looked who he was. who's trying to snatch her purse. He got him by his shirt and carry him to her house. When she took the boy at home, during his walking, she told if she lose him, he will be run or not. The boy said, definitely he will run. So the lady thought and said, I will not lose you. If I lose, you will run. So she told a story to boy that she lives alone in home and she is carrying him to her home. So she took with boy at home and she asked, what you like to eat? The boy was afraid that why she took him at home. She told to boy that go and wash your face and get freshed. Then after she is making a breakfast for him. But during in this she asked a questions from boys. Why you were trying to snatch her purse? Have you need any money? So boy told he is alone in this world. No one for him. And he was hungry. So he was trying to snatch the purse for taking money by which he can eat something. The lady was totally sympathy. She told, okay, you just wait. I'll get you something for you to eat. She get a breakfast for him with cake. And after finished his breakfast, she gave him some money. And she told him, never do that again, robbery, because that is bad thing and you are a little boy, so you have to do work and gain and earn money from that. The boy was getting so serious. He thinks that maybe the lady was trying to trap him and maybe she will kidnap him. So he asked the lady, why you took me at your home and do you live alone in this home? She said, yes, she lives alone. He was thinking that the door of the room was open, so maybe there's somebody in that room. But that was the imagination of the boy. She is alone and nobody lives with her. In sympathy, the lady told the boy, you can live with me happily and I'll give you all the facilities what you want. So boy was agree and trying to live happily with her. So students, it is the short story of this unit. As I told you, I have explained all the summarizing short stories from the month of November to Jan. So till then, bye, take care. Allah Hafiz.